It's all a little bit on faith. You just have to trust that Zoom is making it happen for you, I think. I could look on my Facebook.
Says live.
Does it? Hey, everybody. Are we live? We're here. I think we're here. Hey, guys. Thank you for watching. It's Gwen Forsey. For those of you that don't know me, I am the socialite. I'm a personal branding and business strategist, and I help my real estate industry, mostly real estate, some outside, uncover their personal brand superpower so they can supercharge their business, making more money doing what they love without the ick of cold sales. And I just wanted to bring on Vyana. Say hello, Vyana, and introduce yourself for us for those that don't know you.
Yes, thanks for having me. My name is Vyana Chain. I am a realtor with Duden Real Estate Group and Vyana Chain Properties. I help people here in the Bay Area with their real estate goals, whether it is finding something bigger with more space or something smaller with less maintenance. I use a proven perfect signature system that I've developed to help my clients save more time and navigate them through the decision-making process.
Awesome. And the whole reason I wanted to get you on video, now I'm so thankful you're here because I know this is a little outside your comfort zone. So kudos to you for agreeing to do it. You were messaging me after the masterclass. We just ended about a week and a half ago. I guess maybe we're coming up in 2 weeks. Time flies when you're having fun. Right. And you said, I've got to share my story with what has happened as a result of being in the masterclass. Right. So here we are, kind of just going live. I want to talk to you about it, have you share, and just kind of celebrate your success you've been finding. So let's go back to kind of the beginning before masterclass. So you've got your marketing plan in place. So just to also a little preface, she's in the masterclass and her and I did 1 hour of laser coaching together. So that's just a little asterisk. So, okay. So you've got your marketing methods. You've been emailing, direct mail, like what's kind of your system been up till now?
Sure. So I have my database of my clients and also people that refer me business. Over the past several years, I will do monthly mailing. I will do holiday mailing. I'll do baseball magnets, football magnets, seasonal things. I will also have monthly events, just casual get-togethers. Come to a ice cream place and I'll buy you a scoop of ice cream type of thing. But since this COVID, we really can't do that right now. But still calling my database, inviting them to those monthly events. Doing quarterly client appreciation parties. Some are more formal than others. We have Shred Fest, and I'm always in contact in front of my clients. So that's essentially sending notes out, what I've been doing with that.
So you're doing all the things you're supposed to do. Like all those things, all those touches that you're supposed to have throughout the year. And you had told me a story about a specific client from a long time ago. Is that like 7 years ago? So what was kind of the story there? You've been touching them all these ways over the last 7 years.
Right. So they bought about 6-7 years ago, and I put them in my database. I send them the mailer every month. I call them every month to invite them to the gathering. I invite them to the client appreciation parties, formal invitations, things like that. Never have ever heard a peep, gotten a return text. I knew they still lived there because the mail wasn't coming back. And so did your class and cleaned up my page and a lot of things that you recommended, and didn't really realize the impact that had. Within 3 days of just doing part of the class and not all
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. Her sister, who I used to work with at another job, had bought a house a couple years ago, and she decided, she was talking to her sister saying, I'm thinking of selling. And she said, well, why don't you call Vyana? She did a great job for me. I'm always getting mailers from her. She has resources for just about everything, which I mentioned in the letters. And she will come over and do a free home evaluation for you. And she did such a good job for us, give her a call. So before she even called me, she started stalking me on social. And
research, it's not stalking, it's research.
That's the word she used. So
yes.
So
because that's just what we do now, right?
Right. And
You get referred to someone, you go check them out.
right. And I knew we're in a different setting. I knew we're in a different situation. So she looked at the social on it and she called me up the next morning and she said, I just needed, wanted to catch up with you. This is what I've been thinking. My sister told me to call you. But before I did, I started stalking you and seeing what you were about and things like that. And she said, and I am very impressed with what I saw. And my mouth just about dropped because we always focus so much on our website. We don't really think about how we're portraying ourselves.
Yeah,
On
it
Facebook,
is. It is just the normal way people do business now. Like the social media, we can find out so much. It doesn't matter if you're applying for a job, if you're, I mean, come on, we both have girlfriends. If they had someone they're going to go on a date with, we check them out on social for helping them with their research. Customers, referral sources. So it's so important. And I think like you, a lot of people just don't take it as at that high level of importance because maybe they don't go look at social as much as everyone else does. So if you're putting out, so I always say the 4 V's of social media or a personal brand, it's your visuals. Like we focus a lot on your visuals, cleaning those up, and then an ongoing like visuals plan. It's your values, so getting in alignment with those people that you want to work with. It's your voice and it's your vibe. So if those are not in sync, I'm guessing you would not have heard from her.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, which you just stop to think about. If everyone just stops to think a minute, like how many people did we not hear from because they checked in, they didn't like what they saw or felt is actually more the word for it. They did like a 3-minute first impression and they didn't love what they felt and they moved on.
Right.
I mean, I wish we knew how often that happened, but I think it's a lot because I know I see it. I know you do. People that are in business like us, relationship business, and you go look at their social and you're like, ooh, I would never send a referral there.
And I look at things differently now when I'm getting more ad requests and I will go and do my 10-second assessment. And if it's somebody that I feel, because I am such a server and such a giver that I would want to work with everybody and help everybody. But now that I know what my ideal, what my client is and who I would like to work with and wants to work with me, some of those people I don't add because they don't fit into my vibe. Right.
Yeah, I think that's a really important sort of turning point when you're in a spot in your business, which is a big focus in the masterclass. Is the ideal client who, if I could choose the perfect type of client to fill my calendar, who would it be? And then you develop the plan going forward, which is all the attraction marketing. You fill their cup and what they need to know before they even know they need it. It works out so nice. And it's nice when you get to the point where you don't have to call everyone, or everyone's, because there's lots of people out there we've all done business with that just didn't feel right. Like they didn't appreciate our value. They weren't a good fit values wise, not just dollar value, but values wise. And it was just a real big drain, probably on your mentality, your energy. And you were just like ready to get that deal over with and done and never see him again, right? Like those aren't the people we want. And I always say, be careful what you ask for, because if you ask for them, you're going to get them.
Well, I wanted to add to that, and I wanted to save this as a surprise for you on here. So I always do have a saying, be careful what you wish for because you're going to get it, right? And you have that same saying too. And so I was thinking about that as we were going through the masterclass. And over this last week, I've been so grateful. I acquired a 1.5 million buyer. I acquired 2 $800,000 buyers ready to go, and a couple other ones that where I was trying to be consistent in those price ranges that are just coming out of the woodwork. So it works.
It's not, it feels like magic, but it's not magic. Like it's simple. I don't teach you anything that's not doable. Like just simple strategies, doing them in the right order and have everything in place for that just to come on in. And I love that because you said, yeah, you wanted to focus on this certain like value for buyers. And now you are. So in your mind, it makes it so much simpler because you know where to focus. Like you're
Yes.
not like, oh, I'm going to post something about first-time home buyers today and downsizing retirees tomorrow because it's a cute graphic, and this article about something. You can be laser focused. And the whole part too is when people are trying to serve and please everyone and they just like are vanilla, I call it vanillaizing. I don't think it's a word, it's a Gwen word. You're just this low hum that no one's paying attention to. But when you can focus in and dial in on that ideal client and your brand and what you really want, then it's like you just like elevate everything. And
Right.
that's exactly what is happening. I love
Right.
it so much. Thank you for that, guys. That was super awesome.
Yeah.
And the client we first originally talked about, you have 2 potential listings from that, right? Like 4 sides of a transaction.
Right. So my seller has not decided if they're going to move out of the area or not. They're flexible with that.
Are they moving to Boise?
No, I don't know. They might.
Everyone's moving here.
But they're not sure yet, but they're focusing on selling and they have a place to stay until they decide, right? So they just want to get the sale done. Then the mother lives very close by and she is by herself now. So she is thinking, well, where are you going to go?
Leaving.
Right. And then my prior client is about a year out, maybe from what I've heard, saying, where are you going to go? So there could be, multiple transactions with that, and that this particular client of mine is the catapulting force to making everything happen at first.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I love it because just like you said, very back at the beginning of our video, you never know who's watching or why. So even if, like, for example, you do a live video, like we're doing a live video, I have no idea how many people are watching. I'm not even paying attention to that. We are just providing value, hopefully, maybe giving someone something they can pick up, a tidbit, giving them what they need today, just sharing your story and celebrating your success. Don't worry about who's watching, but just do the right things.
Yeah.
So when it's time, they will be ready for you.
Exactly.
It just breaks my heart to think that anyone could be missing out on just what you had described, this amazing referral chain, because they popped onto your social and either saw negative post, ranting posts, Debbie Downer, like it's all negative Nancy, Debbie Downer. I don't have a guy's name that goes with the word, like, I don't know, I can't think of one, but you know what I mean? Like that, no one wants to work with someone who is a downer,
right?
Negative. And that's turning people off. I know I have personally rerouted referrals to someone else because I didn't like the vibe I felt on someone's social. And here's the thing with the referrals. Okay, so a lot of people come to me when they started the masterclass. I do the little questionnaire for you guys, and a lot of people said they wanted leads. I want more leads on social media. And here it is. Be careful what you wish for. A lead is something you chase after. There's no trust level. There's no relationship yet. A referral is someone that comes to you with the intention of doing business with you, and there's already a sort of preset trust level. Right. You don't want leads, friends. You want referrals. But even
that, they still are going to research you, even though they came from somebody that they trust. Yeah. And that's even more so why to take your class.
Totally. Yes. Everyone should get in the masterclass. So for those of you that, like, for some of you, you're not ready for it. Like, I require you to show up and do the work. Like, that's a big part of the commitment I asked from the masterclass students, and you did that. Like, you could have signed up and you could have paid the fee and never showed up, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. That doesn't do anyone any good. It doesn't do me any good. Breaks my heart. Doesn't do you any good. But you showed up. You did the work, and I just love that it is paying off for you. It makes my heart happy.
What I would say is that I have been in several real estate coaching things, and it is about prospecting. It is about lead gen. It is about relationships, but that missing gap of it wasn't talking about what to do on social and how to project yourself and things like that, and what other people are looking for and those items of value. It's just very repetitive, a lot of the same things, but kind of tweaked in a different way, right? And it's just made a lot of difference. But I will say it is hard work. Your masterclass does challenge you. It's not easy, but you're very thorough in walking us through it. And if we have any questions, you're very responsive. And that breakout session that we did, I was stuck right there. And I really almost like stopped there because I'm a very goal-oriented person. I do my annual goals. I know what I need to do. I have my tasks, but to zero in on what we talked about, and I was really stuck. I was like, okay, why am I taking this class if I'm not going to have a breakthrough of like what I'm supposed to be doing? And what we discussed and how we came up with things collaboratively made all the difference. And then now it's a whole different shift because I get it. I get what I'm, in addition to everything else. So, yeah.
Girl, you are so on fire. Thank you for that. And, sometimes we need that we look for those little gifts that show us we're going the right way on the path, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you are that for me. I just appreciate you so much. Let's share too, because we met through social media. We didn't know each other before the class. Vyana was not in my circle. I don't even know if we have any I don't think we even have any friends in common. She was a complete stranger and she found me through social media, came to my page, checked me out, saw that what I do is focus really on real estate, but really anyone with a small business that's a relationship where they're the face would really benefit. And she jumped in. So I am so thankful to know you and so excited to see your journey. And I know you have some friends, you're like, they've got to get into this. So I'm so excited to carry them along for the July Masterclass, which is starting next week. So I'll post the links down below, but I just appreciate you. And I'm so it's making me tear up. I'm so happy for your success. And you did the work, girl. You deserve it. And this is just the beginning.
Awesome. Well, thank you. And don't let me tear up.
We're just a couple of babies. We're gonna end this video with tears. That's not what we wanted. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And you know what? You don't lose me just because your masterclass is over. Yeah, you don't lose me. I'm still watching.
Awesome.
Hey guys, we'll see you all in the masterclass. Thanks for joining me.
All right.